I'm Paul,
I'm Devin.
and together we're Dads and Dice, two brand new dads who like to play some games during our free time.
Yeah, and today we are joined by a special guest. We are joined by Dave from Board Game Dave. If you haven't already, please go check out his channel. You might just learn something about what games to buy, what games to sell, or just what games to play. Dave, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so today we are playing Great Western Trail. We're going to let Dave really start it off. He's the one that suggested this game. So, Dave, if you want to kind of do a brief little overview for us, let's do it.
All right, so here we are, Great Western Trail, Wild West. We are cattle rustlers and wranglers and that sort of thing. And we're down here at the bottom of the board, which I forget where we start. Trail start, it says. And yeah, we've got a deck of cards. We start with some kind of crummy cows. And the whole point of the game is to take those cows. It's a deck building game, right? So we acquire better cattle, thin our decks, and as we work our way along this trail, which you can kind of trace to the lower left, and then it goes up north, over to the east, and then back over to the left to the west. Eventually, we're going to get to Kansas City, and a lot of things happen when you get to Kansas City, and you send your little worker along the route. In Kansas City, you put some obstacles out, put some new employees out on that employee supply, and then you're going to be selling your cattle to the market at Kansas City. And what that looks like is you take your entire hand of cards, and for each different kind of cattle that you have, you score that many points, you get that much money. So, if I have 3 of the same kind of cow, right, ignore that, just do the 1. And then if I have like 2 level 2 cows that are different, that'll be 2 plus 2 plus 1. For example, I get 5 money, and then if you look at the top, there's this railway, right? And you're going to deliver those cattle as far along the route as you can. And the value of your cows determines how far you can send your cattle. So with my first shipment, let's say, of 5, I could only go to Kansas City or Fulton or St. Louis. And there are also these trains. If you look right at Kansas City, we have these trains. And the whole point of the trains is we want to kind of send those trains along that track because if you notice, if you look very, very carefully, right next to the track, there's these tiny, really small on Board Game Arena, these little red X's, right? And for each X that's in front of your train, or I should say between the train and the station you're trying to deliver to, you have to spend one of your hard-earned dollars, right? So if I'm only getting $5 from my shipment of cows and I'm trying to get to St. Louis, right, you'll notice there's an X there. So I lose one of those $5. It's kind of paying another line to ship those cows for me, something like that. So yeah, you do that, you get your money, you take your entire hand of cards, you put them in your discard pile, you draw back up to 4 at the beginning of the game, and then you start back over at the beginning of the track. And along the way, of course, you're going to stop at these different stations and all these different places where you can take actions like discarding cows for coins and hiring new employees and building new buildings and moving your train and all sorts of different things. And you're going to be collecting hazards and dealing with these ruffians, these bandits that are out in the middle of the desert. And yeah, that's sort of the gist. So you want to get better cows and send them further up along the rail route all the way to New York. And I mean, there's so many other small details, of course, getting train stations, and you're gonna get station master tiles and objectives, of course. They'll come up throughout the game, and at the end of the game, you'll see if you've met these objectives. And that is a super fast overview of Great Western Trail.
You know what? I think that works for us, Dave. Appreciate that. It looks like I'm off to start, and naturally,
Yes.
me being the one that hasn't played starts it off. So I
love
start anywhere on the trail. I
Yes.
think I'm going to start right here at building A, where I can discard one of my white cattle. I think is how that works, right? So we
Okay.
play an action. Requires cattle not in hand.
Uh-oh. You now have a white cow?
I thought I did. Is it not the white?
Is it gray, maybe?
Oh, this is gray. You are correct.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can you undo?
I can undo. So we're going to
go.
test out that great feature because I thought that was white.
Perfect.
Let's see here then. Let's just start. Select.
So Dave, let me tell you, I am so glad you explained that. I have played this twice already,
Oh,
and I could
great.
not figure out the how the income. And
Oh,
I just realized that it's you only score one if you have multiple of it. Because at one
yes,
point I
yes.
was playing and I was just like, that should be 18 money. Why do I have 8?
That is an
So,
extremely important detail in this game, I would say.
All right. So instead, I'm going to go to building C right here.
Sure.
I can move my certificate marker 1 space forward, which I will do. And then I will get to move my train 1 space since I have one of the engineers. And that
Yeah.
is my my turn.
Cool.
nice.
So yeah, I'll point out that we're not starting with the. You'll notice that the places you can stop have like C's and D's and things. We're not going A, B, C, D, E, F, G, which is like the recommended starting setup. So it kind of makes for a wonkier game just because nothing's really intuitive, as you go up the path.
Right.
So the options are a little bit weird. Of course, you can travel up to 3 spaces by default, so it doesn't leave a lot of options. I think what I'll do is I'll head all the way up here. Oh, I see what they're having me do. Yeah, this is a 2nd edition thing. You get to kind of manipulate your hand a little bit at the very beginning. So let me go up here to building E, get rid of the black cow for 2 money, and then I can buy some cows. And with 1 cowboy, they're pretty expensive, but I've got 9 coins. So what can I do? I could buy 1 of these cows for 6. I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to buy a longhorn steer
All right.
for 1, and that's all I can do, I think. So I'll get that 2-pointer, and I'm done.
Perfect.
Cool.
Now, one thing I wasn't sure about, can we share spaces along the trail?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
There's no penalty, there's no blocking.
All right, then. It looks like, Paul, you are up.
All right. So, funnily enough, both of your moves, well, Devin's original move before he realized he can't do that move.
Yeah.
That one and Dave's, those were kind of the ones that I was thinking about. I really do wish that building A was ahead of building E because I want some cowboys to buy my cattle with.
Of course, right.
Right? Like that just makes sense. So
And that's how it would go typically, or at least the base game setup.
Right.
Now, oh, that's right. You cannot buy any workers in the row that you're in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so no cowboys. Good point.
Yeah, no
So
cowboy
no
for you.
cowboys. But that's okay. I'll get an engineer.
Yeah, good choice.
I'll do that. And we'll go ahead and end my turn there.
Cool.
All right, so on to me. So I think I am, and the reason I asked that question, I'm going to go to the space Dave is at here. And I will choose my path. Oh, I see. That path works.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will discard one of my black cattles for 2 money. And I will buy, and I will also buy one of one of the longhorns. And there we go.
Cool. All right. Fantastic. Well, I don't like these options. Let's see. Exchange token. No, I guess it's going to ask us every time. I'm going to try. Let's see if I can get a building out. So I'm going to head over here. Yeah, that's the path I want. Drop a level 2 cow, and then play a building, and it costs 2 for each building that you use. And I can only build level 1 because I only have 1 engineer. So,
right.
Or craftsman, carpenter. So, gosh, there are so many things to look at. Oh my gosh, so many spaces. Well, I can only build 2 buildings, so at least there's that. I could do that or that. Let's go with this. We're all looking at the same ones, the same buildings. I'm going to do 2A, and I'll put that somewhere. I'm thinking I'm thinking I'm going to put that here. See what happens. In turn.
So I had this whole plan to I printed out the rules, like I was reading them during my off periods at work, like all that stuff, right? I'm trying to be prepared here. And I was meaning to bring the reference sheet for the buildings and for all that other stuff because there's just so much stuff. Well, it's on my desk there at school.
Oh.
I didn't bring it, so now I have to zoom it to look close here.
Oh
what am I looking at? But all right, I moved my train up.
All right. So I do not mean to keep following Dave around, but I think I'm going to do it again. Mostly because the other, I can't afford to buy another person, so we're gonna go that way.
Awesome.
And I will also discard this green cattle for 2 coins. Then I will buy a building.
So these objective cards, a lot of them, they do have negative points if you don't complete them, but the starting one doesn't, right? That one's just whatever.
That's exactly right. Yep. So that one you can totally ignore. No penalty.
Okay.
Yep. And one thing about the objective cards, which is a little bit tricky, is like each thing that you accomplish can only score toward one objective.
Okay.
So
if you need outlaws or anything like that, if 2 of them need outlaws, you need 2 outlaws, not 1.
Exactly. So if you look at the objective display, like if you ended with those 4, right, you'd have to have, 6 hazards to accomplish all of those.
Right.
So it's kind of a tricky thing because sometimes people think, well, I did 2, hazards, so I completed all those requirements, but it's not.
I'm going to assume here on BGA that it applies them to, like if you have multiple things completed, it would apply it to the higher point objective card.
It does, and I think it'll let you kind of choose if you want to, like where you want to apply your hazards and things. So I think you got the option here. I'm going to do that hazard removal and get rid of that water hazard there.
Okay.
And then exchange token, that's tempting, but we only have 1. So as much as I want to, I guess I won't. There we go. Oh my gosh, I've got the worst. I've got terrible hands. Unbelievable.
The worst hand right before you're forced to go to Kansas City.
Yes. And one thing about BGA, which is crazy, is I think this is true. If you look at your deck or like you tap on your deck, it tells you what's in your deck and like the probabilities of each cow type coming out. It's so crazy. Which
oh yeah, I see that.
That's sure. If you were playing in real life, I mean, I guess you could look through your discard and look at your hand, but it's almost like too strong to just be able to look at that, but
yeah, quickly now I have a 30% chance of drawing a white or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness, man! Everybody's gonna think that I don't know exactly what to do, which I kind of don't, and I'm just gonna follow Dave. But again, I'm gonna follow Dave and get rid of those 2 grays, and I have no hazards to get rid of, but really I just needed to get rid of the grays and the coins. So there we go.
All right. Okay, I don't have a choice. Going into Kansas City, I don't want a water hazard. I'll put that out. Next, how about maybe a engineer, cowboy, and the big reveal. My hand is a value 3. So yeah, really weak. So I can only go to Fulton. That's actually really. Well, I could go to Kansas City, I suppose, but yeah, get docked a good amount there.
So is there any benefit to going to Kansas? I mean, I know you get six coins, but
you get 4 coins. I think they actually what's the word, buffed it in the 2nd edition because people used to do that as a strategy. They got rid of that, so yeah, it's painful. No, I would avoid that, and honestly, I would avoid going to Fulton if you can, but botched it, so that goes there. Actually, I don't know if I botched it. I think I just didn't have good cards. All right, there we go.
All right. I am gonna. I don't know what to do here.
So, Dave, you are a music teacher, right? Is that
Yes, I am.
okay? And how
Yeah,
long have you done that?
this is my 9th year.
Okay. Okay.
I've
So
been
you
at it
must
for a
like it,
while. Yeah, it's not so bad. It's good days and bad days, but
right?
overall it's pretty good.
And it's elementary school.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
K through 6.
Okay. Yeah. So my wife, she is a kindergarten teacher, so I know about at least
Fantastic.
part of the world you live, or at least I hear
Yeah.
about it every day.
Kindergarten's is a wild place.
I know. But you have to deal
Can't
with
even
them too,
imagine.
right?
Yeah, I
have
can't
to
even
do-
imagine music with kindergartners.
Yeah, well, the good thing is it's half an hour at a time. So, they come in, it's like kind of chaotic for half an hour and then they leave. It's like, whew, calm after the storm, But it's great. Kindergartens are really fun.
So
Really
are you doing a public school, or
Yep, public school.
have you been in the same place the entire time?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's the same school, same district I went to school to for
Oh, wow.
2nd to 12th grade. So I was there for 11 years, came right back, and now I'm teaching there. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Full circle,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I teach 7th grade science.
Awesome.
And this is my 9th year also.
Oh, no way. Great.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like you said, hard days. There's good days and bad days.
Yeah.
And right now we've got like less than 2 weeks of school left, and the kids are just insane. Like it is just ridiculous.
I know. So we have 10 days. And
Yeah,
it's
us too.
pandemonium.
Well, and the worst part about it is our school has suffered the mass teacher exodus as well.
Oh, really? Oh, geez.
And so, I mean, we've got tons of subs in the classes, and so that basically just means students out in the hallways doing TikToks and it is a madhouse.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, it's a crazy time right now.
Yeah.
Now, why can't I do this? Oh no! Wait a minute. Okay, I can just barely pull this off. I sort of made a mistake here. I put my building in a spot that has this little risk action, is what they call it. So because I put it where people can put hazards, along that path, you get a little reward.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
You need to have the right card, and I just kind of assumed I had that level 1 cow, and I don't. But I still have 6 coins, which is all I needed to buy another cow. So I'll just shake it off and buy another cow. Like so. And that'll be it. Yes.
I see, and those little risk spots are like, there's also at the top after those hazards, the ones in the mountains area. Okay.
Yep. Then there's over in the desert on the left, there's another one. And there's another one actually over by those big mountains, right where the outlaws are.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
You go the lower route, there's more. Because each of those outlaws are also hazards, once you get to the 4th and 5th spaces. So.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm really stuffy, guys. I'm so sorry. I got the allergies real bad right now.
You are good.
I sound a little nasal.
We're here in Texas. We're used to allergies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's terrible right now.
Yes.
I would have thought with the dry climate it wouldn't be so bad.
No, you get it. I think it's really because it blows like, I don't know, I'm not a weather person, right? But I'm pretty sure it's because it blows from like the Colorado, New Mexico, and then across the plains, the flatlands of Texas, and just right into North Texas, and it's bad.
I see. Picks it up, dumps it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Paul's a science guy. What's the scientific explanation for the allergies?
We're going to go with what Devin said. Devin deals with, I don't know, HVAC, whatever. They've got it there too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm in the refrigeration and air conditioning business, and that's about it.
Gotcha.
My job's not super exciting to talk about. I like my job. It's fine, but it's like it bores grown adults.
So I'm doing a long move here.
You're good.
All right. I just to recap there, I moved up to the station.
Mm-hmm.
I actually became the station master there.
I see.
Oh,
And then I moved back, and I got rid of one of my cards out of play.
Wow. Smooth.
Yeah.
Great turn. Oh, and you have a permanent certificate. Those are so nice.
So it's kind of it's a weird spot there, right? Because it's really not that great, that first station, like 1 victory point, but the certificate is definitely beneficial, especially early on in the game.
I was just going to say, for the rest of the game, for every single Kansas City, you've got +1. That's huge.
Yes.
All right.
That's awesome.
I just went to building C again, got another certificate, and moved my train 1 space forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me see. Boy, I got no cash. I got no money. Can't buy more cows. Do that. No, I can't do that. I can't hire anybody. I have no money. So let's go here. Remove one of these outlaws. That'll help me get a little bit of money. I'll get this guy for $2. And then do a double auxiliary action to get 2 coins. Like so. And that's it.
So Devin, no crazy trips this week for work?
No, didn't have to drive anywhere crazy. It was just, so here where we are, right, it hit 97 degrees, I think. Wow. So when you're in air conditioning and refrigeration, that means it's definitely go time. So it was such a busy week. And I was like prepared for it going into the weekend. I'm like, oh, I know it's going to be so busy. And then it comes and I wasn't really prepared for it. It's the best way to put it. Okay, so I'm going to go to my own space here, get rid of the white for 4 coins, and I will buy a cattle.
What's the weather up there, Dave? Is it?
It's temperamental. It's weird. It's really cold days, really hot days, back and forth. I think we hit like 80. Well, we hit 80. I'm going to sound stupid, but maybe like a month ago, and it was crazy. Totally out of the blue, mid-April, like the hottest week. And then back to, like mid-60s, whatever, 60, and then, back to warm again. We're having field days right now, so kids are outside, getting sun, getting burnt.
Yeah, we've got our field trips next week on Tuesday, and it's supposed to be 95. Jeez. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, please let us have paid for the AC buses. Like,
I was just gonna ask. Oh man,
like we're going to the Cowboy Stadium. It's an hour and a half from my school. I'm like, they have to have paid for AC.
That's a trek. Jeez.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. We'll see how it goes. Kids seem excited though.
That's good. I just have terrible options. I got $3. Hey. I hate to go to a spot and not use both things, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Get rid of this for 2 money and then not buy cows because I only have $5. So, yeah. Oof. There it is. There are unresolved building actions. Are you sure you want to end your turn? Well, I guess I'll take another look, but I'm pretty sure I can't avoid it. Yep. Rub it in my face.
BGA really likes to rub it in sometimes. They're like, hey, you can also do this. Why don't you do this also?
Had you planned better, you could have bought,
Dang it. I actually did not want to do that either. Let's see. Where is...
Now, for the auxiliary actions, is it if you don't do either of the bottom of the actions of the building, or can you substitute an auxiliary for either one?
It's if you ignore the entire building.
Okay.
You don't do anything, you just do one auxiliary action.
I see. Okay.
So if you're ever desperate for like exchanging cards or you need like $1, you can stop anywhere and do that.
Okay.
Well,
so my last turn, I had 13 gold or dollars, I guess. So I bought one of the 4-cost cows. But
nice.
Now I have $1. So getting to Kansas City is going to be a nice poor trip for me.
Yeah.
So I actually think I'm going to do a single auxiliary action, and I am going to move my
Doing it.
engine backwards.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For a certificate. That's
And then remove a cow from the game. So I removed one of my one cost little gray cows.
Oh. Gotcha. Awesome.
That's it.
Evan, I knew you would like that bottom auxiliary to thin out your deck.
Yeah, you know how I play.
I knew that was like the first one that you would go for.
All right.
Paul knows my Dominion decks. I end the game with 8 cards that I'm just playing every turn.
I love it. That's so awesome. Yeah, I'm a huge Dominion fan.
Yes, I am too. I love Dominion.
Big fan. What's your favorite expansion?
So actually, I've never played any of the expansions. I've only ever played the base game, and I love that. And it's funny.
I'm out.
Do what?
Oh, I said I'm out. I can't talk to you.
Oh, I know.
Dominion fan, haven't played an expansion. No.
I know. So actually, a buddy of mine
Wild.
always tells me, he's like, man, he owns so many of the expansions, right? I don't know how many, but he has this little briefcase thing that he carries his Dominion in. He's custom made it, right? He's always like, you've got to come up and we gotta play. And I'm like, yeah, we will. And then he lives states away, so it's not as easy as just going 30 minutes and playing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, you're missing out. Those expansions are amazing. They're so amazing.
I need to.
And if you've played it a lot, Dominion, and the replayability is there, but oh man, I think after a while playing the base game, I'd be itching for new cards.
I think I've only played it a handful of times.
Okay.
It was all right for me. I mean, obviously, I think just more playing it, I would get a little bit. But yeah, I think I've only had it a couple times. I'm not the best at deck building games. I generally do like them, but I'm not the best at them. I like keeping stuff. I have such a hard time of getting rid of things, and that's always my downfall. So I'm actually trying it this time. I did one of those auxiliary actions, and I'm going to see if I can discard stuff.
Nice. Yeah, I've played a lot of Great Western Trail, and I never really go that route. Because you need the ones for stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially if you take those risk spots, they want you to have that one gray cattle. So I gotta keep them. Although, it clutters up my deck. I'm sure it holds me back, but
we'll see. I just discarded a second gray cow, so we'll see what happens.
I think if you kind of commit to that strategy, it can certainly pay off. But if you kind of dabble in it, it doesn't make a difference. Yeah. You gotta go hard. Let's see. I just hate my hand of cows. Let's see. I gotta get this train going. I haven't moved my train once. That can't be right. That's not good.
Well, it's okay. I'm back at the station. I moved it twice. And now I'm back.
You're going the wrong way. Oh my. Well, okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll go here. We'll move up one. And you know about the whole hopscotch thing? That's an interesting dynamic with the trains.
Yes.
You don't want to get ahead of people because then they'll jump over you, but
yeah, you give them a free space, right?
Right, exactly.
But then you also kind of want to race to the stations, like Paul getting that certificate, right?
Exactly. You got to find a way to time it so you can jump over them and nab that station spot, but that's hard to do.
I'm just trying to zoom through.
Sure.
And I mean, I'm good with both of y'all. Just keep on messing up and not being happy with your cards. I take any advantage that I can.
Yeah, let's see what you've got here.
I've got a pretty good one.
10.
Wow.
That is great. Oh my word! And you can do a black upgrade, of course. That's a big deal. Hand size, traveling speed.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I'm not sure which one I want. I think I want the movement. Yeah, I think I want the movement.
Just keep on
the hand size.
Zoom into Kansas City.
That's right. I've got a strategy in mind.
Okay. Yeah, speed through. I love it.
And every game that I play with Devin, I say, I'm trying something new. And it works out half the time. Trying something new works out half the time. Winning is and once every blue moon.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I got to end my turn. Okay.
Okay.
Paul, what's Dirty Beats? I'm curious. What is this thing?
Well, okay. Beats. My last name's Beatty. So,
Okay.
Just dirty beats.
Sure.
Nothing super crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just somebody said it one time when I was in high school, and I was like, "Hey, I like that."
Yeah,
And yeah, that's really it.
I see. I got excited. I saw Beats. I was like, oh, he's like a producer, DJ sort of thing.
Nope.
That's not what it is.
Now I will say I do play some instruments. Well, I did play instruments. I
Okay.
still have them.
Yeah.
I could probably do a little here and there.
Sure.
But growing up, I played bass. I was in band. I played trumpet. A little bit of keyboard. Just kind of basic stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was in a couple bands growing up. I'm really in high school and stuff like that. I was kind of into the metalcore, screamo kind of stuff.
How has this not come up, dude? Same. That's amazing.
Really?
Yes. You wouldn't think mild mannered Dave, but oh man, we were as heavy as we could be, probably.
Same with me. And a lot of times at the end of the school year, I go up to like the kids are like, "Hey, whatever," and I'll be like, "Yeah, this is my old band CD.
Yeah.
Hear it?" And it's just like
brutal.
Yes, just low, like gurgling screams, just like super heavy, and they're like, "Mr. Beatty, what is this?"
They're like mortified.
Yeah,
they never see you the same way after that.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so funny, man. That's great.
Did you? I'm assuming you're a My Chemical Romance fan.
I listen to My Chemical Romance a bit, but not a ton.
Okay, so I know that's not same kind of music or anything like that. But they just released a new song yesterday.
The first time in like a decade or something, right?
Yes.
I heard that. That's crazy.
It is so good.
Yeah. Awesome. I'll check it out.
Is it more like modernized? Like, does it sound like today's music, or is it just straight throwback. Pop punk?
It's a throwback. It's a throwback.
No way. That's great.
I was very surprised, like, because I thought it was going to be, more modernized, whatever. But Gerard Way, he sounds the exact same. Like, it's a very epic kind of song.
Nice.
So it's 6 minutes, super long intro, and it kind of reminds me of like a Coheed and Cambria kind of like thematic kind of music.
Sure.
But it is so good. I was just like, this is amazing. They are back. I am so happy.
Are they back, or is it just kind of like a one-off?
Well, so they are touring, and I don't know if it was like I think they were started touring like at the height of COVID or right beforehand was when they like announced their tour, and then obviously it got canceled and all that stuff. So I don't know if this tour that they're on now is just that one, or if they're back, or what. But I think releasing music is a pretty good sign.
Sure. Yeah. I am so distracted. I'm in crisis mode over here, Mike. I'm at a hand level 3 again. And I'm a space away from Kansas City.
Oh no!
And I already went to St. Louis, or no, I didn't. I went to Fulton.
To Fulton, yeah.
So I'm gonna go to 0, unless my exchange token works out. This is insane. I've played this a lot. So here goes. Exchange token. What is this? Choose how many cards to draw. Is that a thing? What, you can do up to 2?
I think you can, if you have 2 exchange tokens, I think you can do as many as exchange tokens as you have.
Wait a minute.
Wait, this says exchange tokens. Used to draw and discard up to 2 cards.
To 2.
Dude, I forgot about that. Oh, that makes a huge difference. Okay. There we go. Yeah, because honestly, if I didn't have that token, it would have been Kansas City -6 points. That's crazy. And now I have 8 instead of 3. So
that is much better.
That's a huge difference. Yeah, no certificates or nothing. All right, I'm not gonna think too hard about this. How about this? And we'll mix it up a little bit like so. Okay. Current income is 8. Fantastic. Delivery city is going to be. That's the other thing is do you go to 8 or do you just kind of go slow and steady? Probably slow and steady because my train's all the way back here.
Oh yeah.
But that means losing 3 points. I could go for 6, but I feel like that's not wise either. Sorry.
You're good.
No, you're good. We've completely messed up your format here. We've thrown you into the wolves, right? Like this is a different kind of video than you're used to.
Oh, my word. Yeah, for sure. I'm so distracted. I'll just go, man. Oh, okay, I'll just go to St. Louis. I'm going to assume the worst. I'm going to keep getting low numbers. Okay. All right. Yeah, and it is so hard to like talk while you play or film. It's so hard. Right, I'll just stick with something. I can do this. Yes. Okay. All right. Done.
Dave, you took so long, I forgot what I was going to do.
I'm so sorry. That was long.
I'm just messing with you. I do think I remember what I was going to do, so that's okay.
You are zooming, right? Like you're about to lap me. You're just like
I'm buying these cattle.
You're like I'm gonna keep dumping into Kansas City. Which cattle did you get?
I got a 3 of the blue. I don't know what that says. Congruent. I don't know. It's the blue one.
Corriente?
Sounds right. All we know is Longhorns down here in Texas.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Dave, what were some of the bands that you listened to?
I was just gonna ask you that. We just paused the game to talk music for like an hour. Gosh, I mean, so like August Burns Red, I assume.
I do. I've seen them in concert. Yeah. It was a real good show.
Yeah, so they're from around here. They're from Mannheim, so they grew up like right here. So tons of people in the area know them like personally. So they're like our hometown heroes. And there's a venue here that they used to play at a ton. So it's like a huge thing. They come back here every Christmas and do a Christmas show at this tiny, tiny venue in downtown Lancaster called the Chameleon. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, they're from around here. So that's like our claim to fame as home of ABR.
That's real cool.
But
I really liked the first one when they were on Solid State.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if they still are on Solid State or not.
I don't know either. Yeah.
But their first album that came out, that one was real good, and that was pretty different to the stuff that was out around that time. That was early 2000s, I think.
Yeah. That's so long ago. Jeez.
I know.
All right. We got so many. All right, skip that. Yeah, how about you? Musical influences, favorite artists?
Well, so really, I've always been more of a pop punk kind of guy.
Okay.
And I mean, I did listen to metalcore, all that stuff for some time. But I think the band that really got me into music, I mean, besides like Blink-182 and stuff like that, Newfound Glory.
Okay.
Absolutely love Newfound Glory. They were just kind of one of those first bands that really spoke to me. Again, besides Blink-182, that was the first album that I ever bought. I think I was in 4th grade and bought Enema of the State. And then just hiding it from my parents.
That's great.
That one, I really, really liked Newfound Glory.
Awesome.
But then, like metalcore bands, of course, Under Oath. That was
good stuff.
That was the big one. Another band from Solid State at the time, there's one called Beloved. They were real good band. I liked them a lot. But then just kind of the Suicide Silence, Job for a Cowboy, the Faceless, all those kind of bands. They're, that's every now and then I'll get in the car and roll the windows down and just blast the music and pull up to the school parking lot and everyone's like, what?
You got to. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the heavy music, man. That's where it's at.
We
Yes.
we were in a couple bands and stuff like that throughout high
Mm.
school. Did you ever hear? I'm actually, I don't know why I say that. This is what I tell my elementary schools. You know who Switchfoot is, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So I asked my middle schoolers, I'm like, do you know who Switchfoot is? And a lot of them are
Yeah.
like, no, no, no.
Yeah.
Anyway, my old band, we got to open up for them
No way.
at Six Flags. Um, it was like
Wow.
a contest that you win or something like that,
Wow,
and
that's so awesome.
we ended up opening up for them. And it's a bunch of little kids at Six Flags, whatever, and we're up there just screaming our hearts out, and then being followed by Switchfoot, which isn't even the same kind of music.
A lot of concerned parents.
Exactly.
That's great. That's funny. That's a big deal. I mean, you guys were pretty legit.
I mean, it was pretty good, pretty big deal. I mean, we were obviously super excited about it. We recorded our CD. I'm trying to think of the band. There was another band that recorded at the same studio, and it was either Forever the Sickest Kids or Further Seems Forever. It was one of those two. I don't remember which one.
Love Further Seems
Um,
Forever is great. Man, they did really interesting stuff. Their music was
yes, they
amazing.
did.
Yeah.
But I don't remember which one it was that had recorded at the studio that we were at.
Yeah.
But that was, I mean, that was, we were, I don't know, 17, 18, and just having a ball, just recording and hanging out with friends and all that kind of stuff. And,
Yeah, that's great.
unfortunately, it kind of fell off a little bit with, it's hard to get four people together at a time to do anything. It's hard enough
Yeah.
for Devin and I to meet up in person, and we live 30 minutes away.
That is so
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So, but one of my buddies, he'll still. I've been talking to him kind of on and off pretty much since the pandemic. Just like, hey, dude, just record something acoustically, send it to me. I'll lay a bass track over it. I'll do something else over it. I'll send it back to you. I'm sure you know the Postal Service, the band Postal Service.
Yes.
I mean, that's what they did, right? They just sent each other music through the Postal Service, and they edited it on top of each other and just went from there. And I was like, dude, let's just do that. It's so much easier nowadays.
Right.
That is very true, right? It's just sending the file, right? Put it in a Dropbox and they get
exactly.
it. Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you're a firefighter. You literally sit up at the fire station for hours, and not do much until they need you. You could record so much stuff, but then again, I don't have time either to do that stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah. Devin, this building is really thwarting all my ambitions here, man.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Not really.
What
though.
is this? No, I had a great plan that revolved around like $1, and you taking $2 from me there is not good.
Well, so I don't know. I didn't want to interrupt y'all reminiscing on the old music. Plus, I enjoy all those bands too. But I spent all my certificates and I had a good hand, so I actually went all the way up to Toledo. But it cost me 7 coins to do it, right? So,
ouch.
Yeah, so I was like,
yeah, that's why I don't rush ahead.
I know, and so I definitely need the money. So go ahead and go through my space.
Okay, well there you got $2.
Yeah,
and I stopped there to get $1, which is like, again, you totally threw me. I had to stop and just do my single auxiliary. That's rough. I'm going to be so in last place.
So let me tell you again. I've played this twice, trying to figure it out and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
My first game, I lost it was against 3 other people here on BGA, and first place got like 68, something like that. Like, it wasn't nothing super high for them.
Sure.
Second place got like 50. I got 8.
Single digits.
I got 8.
Man. What happened?
Like I had told the people, I like started the chat. I was like, "Hey, this is my very first game. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. Like, let me just figure it out." I had 8.
Oh, that's
So
hilarious.
if you do better than 8,
Brutal.
you're good.
I'm gonna go for double digits, and we'll just leave it at that.
My second
That's
playthrough, I got 48.
wow.
So,
Jeez. That's
but
doubled your score. Impressive.
still got destroyed to like 118 or something. I tell Devin all the time, I'm in board games for fun.
Yeah, nothing.
Are all the cows like the 3 cows? Are there an equal number of each, right? So red, blue, and then I assume that's yellow or
That's a
whatever.
great
The black
question.
Angus is.
I hit the little question mark. I think each of the level 3s there are the same amount.
Okay.
As for the 4s and 5s, I think they're probably a little more rare.
Right. Okay.
But yeah. Again, with the cattle market, if you hit that question mark, it'll tell you what's left in the deck.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Which is strange, but more information probably than you need.
All right. So, well, I'm going to take the black Angus there.
Okay.
I actually,
Yeah,
last turn I delayed because I saw Paul was close to going to Kansas City and resetting the cattle market, right? Because I already had a longhorn, didn't want another, so that worked out for me.
Yeah, that made a huge difference that just opened up. So
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go big. Hereford, and $12.
Okay.
All my money. Yeah, heck, I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. I've been zooming. I need to slow down a little bit. Come here. I'm going to move up my train, then do my auxiliary actions, and I'll get we'll do this. I'm going to draw a card from my deck. Okay. That is my turn. End turn.
Okay.
So, Dave, I'm assuming you play instruments as well. What do you?
Yeah, I play piano. So at school I play guitar, ukulele, and piano probably every day. But mainly I'm a strings player. So violin and viola were my main. I play the drums. I love playing drums. Yeah, that's about the extent of it. I'll show the kids how a trumpet works and a clarinet. I can play Mary Had a Little Lamb on most instruments, but yeah, mainly strings, piano, drums.
The other day, I pulled out my daughter's little xylophone with the 7 colors on it, and I figured out "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star."
Hey,
so
there you go.
Very proud of that.
That's good. You just have a good ear for that kind of thing.
I mean, I can pick up very simple things. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, bass is such a cool instrument. That's awesome. That's something I wish I could play better.
I mean, I will say the only reason I played bass was because I could not play guitar. Like, that's 100% the reason.
Stereotypical thing, right?
Yes.
You can't play guitar.
And my buddy played drums. My other friend played guitar. They're like, "Hey, we need a bass player." I'll do it. Why not?
Awesome.
Mom took me to the pawn shop and got myself a Squire.
Yes, of course. It's got to be. That's what we had. Squire P bass, precision bass.
Yep, I think that's what I have.
That's awesome. Evan, what's your musical background? I feel like we're totally chatting it up over here.
Mine? Oh no! I was a pop punk alternative all the way, and honestly still am. It's funny because that's just still the music I gravitate towards and I love. At my work. Let me click through this really quick and then I'll tell you. Let's discard this white guy. Let's buy. Let's get this engineer. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's not the one I wanted. I didn't want the purple one. I want the yellow.
You want the yellow one?
Yeah. Click through.
Oh, I'm out of money.
Well, that's okay. You have that blue tile that we're gonna be forced to go through, so there's that. Okay, intern. Yeah, so I grew up totally just pop punk alternative, and then at my work here recently, so I work like in a shop room, and I mounted speakers throughout it, right? And I'm the boss, so I can kind of do this type of thing.
Awesome.
But I made this like 36-hour long playlist that I just play on loop, and it's just nothing but songs I love. And half my guys I'll say don't care, but half my guys definitely give me a hard time because they're either older than me or younger than me. There's very few like in my range that because it has to be people our age that really like that music. Like there's probably I'd say roughly a 10-year span that at all enjoy it. And most of my guys do not fall in that envelope.
So I will say pop punk is kind of making a little bit of a resurgence lately.
I would agree.
And it's actually a lot of the stuff that's come. It's kind of mixing a little bit of what's rap nowadays, trap music and stuff like that, and with the guitars and all that. And there's a lot of it that's real good. Now, obviously, there's a lot of it that's not at all, but it's a new kind of wave of music, and I enjoy it. I enjoy some of it. So
yeah.
It's kind of cool. Like a lot of the kids now, and at the middle school, I see them walking around with Blink shirts and Nirvana shirts, all that kind of stuff, and you're just like, we're the dad rock now. Like that's what is this?
It's true. It's true.
That's so true.
Oh, let's go here. Yeah, and then you're like, you do the typical name one song.
Right. Call them out.
Yeah.
Speaking of like the resurgence of that stuff, so this was so bizarre to me. I stumbled across. So my fifth graders are into Marshmello. It's like one of their favorite artists.
Yeah.
For some of them, and there's this A Day to Remember Marshmello collab that they did. You know about this? Rescue Me, right?
I've seen it.
I was like, what is this? It's crazy. So I like today for the first, because I don't play heavy music for my kids typically, or ever. Today I had that on while the kids came in, and they were like, oh, I know that Marshmello guy. I was like, yeah, and then like Day to Remember, like that's my era of like heavy pop punk, Well, they were heavier, earlier, but even still, I was like, man, so weird, like going mainstream has like a bad connotation. I was like, I don't know, sounded pretty good.
Yeah, I do like that song with Marshmello. Their new CD though is so terrible.
Oh, really?
I cannot listen to it. I can't. It's so bad.
That's like Bring Me the Horizon. I don't know if you ever listened to that.
Yeah, I did.
And their music just got really, really like, I don't know, very soft and kind of. I was like, oh man, they used to be like just wild and heavy. But what are you gonna do? That's just most bands go through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird kind of like it's like what you said. In order to make money with music, you have to sell out, right? And in order to sell out, you have to make music that people will listen to, and people generally won't listen to heavy music. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to make money, or kind of play what you've been playing?
Right. Yeah, that's the question. All right. Well, here I am. I'm showing up with 8.
Okay. Hey, you got over the 3 mark or the 4 mark.
I did. These are starting to click. I think I'm going to head down to 6 is where I'll go. And I need a disc. Well, it's too late to thin my deck. I think it's already too late. I think unless you commit to it early, it's
Yeah, I just slaughtered another cow. My last.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay. I think you're gonna get this.
I
I think
officially
that's
have
probably working
one
for you.
gray cow left.
No way. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's pretty good.
But
Yeah.
I've also committed to not like putting my stuff on those like extra risk action spots, right? Because
Right.
I'm not going
Right.
to have the cows for them.
But that's fine. I mean, those spots are, they're good if you can make them work. But I've gone through them and I'm like, oh, I just don't have what I need. So
Right.
certainly not the worst thing.
I'm just getting money from my building there.
I know you did that. You put both the things in the forest. So
Mm-hmm.
and here
Yeah,
I'm
good
about to have to
thinking.
go through the one.
Please do.
Go the top route. It's only
Just
$1
give money to the bank instead.
A $1 difference. I guess.
It's not worth it.
Oh, see now Dave's got me thinking. Maybe it is.
So I went the other way because I only had $2. So for me, that was a no-brainer. I was like, well, I'll just,
You know what? I'm gonna do it. Let's not give Paul that money, and then we will get rid.
Hope you can only go to Kansas City.
And then, so I like both of these next like upgraded tiles. It's deciding which I like more here. It's probably gonna be this one. There we go. So I upgraded my little tile there, so Dave won't get mad when he passes through because that one doesn't have a fee.
That's kind of you.
Yeah.
I did almost the exact same thing. Very similar.
Now who's following who?
Yeah, that's right. I got this. Have I not? Where am I? Oh, I was just looking for my board. There we go. All right. All right, let's skip that. I'll try to speed this along a little bit too. I'll go there. Double auxiliary. Suppose money works. Yeah.
You've been good at keeping your little water hazards clear.
Yeah, they haven't been coming up. I'm gotten lucky. Let's see. Should I? Shouldn't I? I'm going to. Let's do this something different. Move my train forward. I'll go here. And I will upgrade it. Yeah, try something different. I should have. Ooh, wait a minute. Probably could have done that differently. That's okay. And then I'll do this. I love that risk action when I get it. And move forward one space and then do a whole bunch of more stuff. That's fun.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Move up again. All right, and then double auxiliary, and I could go there, but I'm not going to.
Do we have a building that lets us hire workers?
I don't.
Yeah. Oh, our own building? I
Yes.
don't think so.
None of these show.
No, we don't. No. And I don't think there's any on the B side either. I think they want that to be kind of a rare spot.
Yeah, it's just that building A. That's the only one.
I can't remember the B sides. I don't play this enough. Do you guys have a physical game of this?
I do not.
No.
No, I've heard it gets tons of hype, and honestly, I'd never, played it or anything like that, and it really does seem like a fun game.
Great.
And I think the physical one, I mean, obviously, I think I say this for most games. But,
yeah.
A little bit more fun, but still good. Well, okay. I guess we'll do that. Yeah. We'll go to, what is that? Roya? Peoria.
Peoria,
Peoria.
Iowa, I think, somewhere around there.
Is it?
Huh.
I don't know. Science. Don't know the other
No,
stuff.
yeah, I'm definitely not the geography guy. I just have an employee that's from Iowa, and so I know that area. Might also
I
be
was gonna
Illinois.
say.
It's
I was gonna say Illinois.
it's somewhere up that way. I know he's mentioned it.
Oh, I get to pick 2 objectives.
Oh, right. Need 2 matches.
I don't,
I see
want
that.
these. Because then I have to do them.
Well, you don't have to commit to them. So if you just keep cycling them through your deck, you never have to commit to them, you know.
Oh, okay.
But then they clutter up your deck too, you know. So that's the trade-off. You won't go negative, but
Yeah.
maybe that new one you can do.
Well, I picked the 2 hazards and the 4.
Okay.
Okay.
The brown cattle.
I gotta stop at this last space, even though I won't be able to remove a hazard. I need to take a risk at getting rid of a couple matching cattle here. Okay.
And I feel like I started strong and I'm kind of slowing down a bit. The tiles that I need aren't coming up after I need them.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a lot easier to hire workers, but that is like it's hard because especially because I've placed this like my personal little cattle buying spot, and then there's the other cattle buying spot before hiring workers. So every time I come to it, I'm like, oh, I don't have money for it.
Yes, exactly. So, and that's actually why I put that cattle one up there after the hiring workers. But every time I'm getting to the hiring workers place, I don't have money.
Right.
It's like you don't want to spend it all up at the top delivering your cattle so that you can save some. I think that's how it works, at least. Let's go. Yeah, let's go here, I think. I'm going to do.
Oh, man, you have so much money. Wow.
Oh, my goodness, you do.
Yeah, $17. Jeez.
I do right now. Yes, I want this one.
That's impressive.
I need to start moving my train more. It was those killing 4 cows to knock my train back 4 spaces.
Yeah, that's not helping.
Okay. I'm half tempted to exchange because I could be greedy, and quick math tells me I got like a 60% chance of being able to get to the 16 Philadelphia spot.
There you go. Okay.
I like if it goes wrong, it goes very poorly for the cow to exchange out. So I think I'm not.
60% is still a good percent.
It is.
Well, it can't go wrong, can it? Wait, can it go wrong? Because you draw 2, right?
Well, because the cows that I would draw would match, right? Like it's
right, but the worst case scenario, it didn't help you, you know.
Well, yeah, I guess that's it. Made well, yeah, you're right. Oh well, I did buy it.
But either way, but yeah, maybe best to use it another time.
So I am not going to use any certificates. I had 11.
11, okay.
And
to Chicago?
We're going to Chicago, and I'm gonna.
Nice, got that 6 points there in the middle.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I have to pay a lot of it, but I do have maximum hand size now, so that's good.
Nice.
That's nice.
Always my go-to. First thing, hand size.
Yeah.
Haven't been able to do it, but haven't gotten there yet. Let's see.
I kind of feel like I should have done the hand size because, yeah, that gets you more money, possibly.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Gosh, what was the plan here?
Devin and I did Feast for Odin not too long ago, and that one was a hey, we're not talking about anything else. We're just playing a game because
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean,
man,
because you like need the time in between your turn and coming back to your turn to think and like remember your plan. But yes, I love that game too. I think that's probably my number one game for sure.
Devin, that's my number one game of all time.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that game is so good. I've played it solo. I played it 2-player. I played it 3-player. I've never played 4, but I've played up to 3, and I love it at all those player counts. Right? Like, it's a good game.
It's a great game. Yeah. Oh my.
And that one I do have the expansion for, Dave, so you don't have to shame me on that.
Yeah, excuse me. I have the Norwegians. I don't even remember if I opened it. I know I haven't played it. I'm not even sure if I ever took it out of shrink. I just the base game is so much already. You know, I love the base game.
So I agree, but I will say I think you played the Norwegians once and you never go back, right? Like
really,
what it adds makes it worth it, right? Especially because it really makes animal breeding so much more viable.
That's the big one. That's the big one. Yeah, big complaint with the base game.
And it does it well, right? So like you can right out of the gate just start animal breeding.
Yeah, that's certainly maybe a flaw with original Feast for Odin. It doesn't really seem to pan out unless you have an occupation that clicks with that. It's just such a slog. Like, okay, I got another cow. Great.
Right.
Every 2 rounds I get a cow. Oh, okay.
I think Feast for Odin is a game that Devin and I will plan out a whole day just to play that one. That's definitely one of my top. That one and Terraforming Mars, those 2 games, those are the top 2 that it's just like, hey, you want to play this? Let's do it. Let's knock out the whole day and do it. Now, I will say I am very terrible at Feast for Odin.
Oh yeah?
But I still, it's just such a good game. Like, I don't know. There's just something about it that's just, it's enjoyable. Like it's just, I think it's just Yui's games, right? I like basically pretty much every single one of his games that he's ever done. I don't know what it is because it's not the most thematic. It's not the most, pleasing to the eye or anything like that. And that's what I look for in games. But they're just done so well. Like the actions, there's a flow. It's just a really good game.
Yep. It's all the mechanisms and stuff.
The starting in the negative and having to claw your way out, right? Like that's like why I just always ask myself, like, why start, negative 80 whatever points instead of just at 0 and have a bigger score? But that's the way it is.
It's a good question. Yeah.
I mean, it's the exact same in Patchwork, and that's his lighter game, but same thing, just here you go. You have negative 82 points. Figure it out.
Yeah, Patchwork's a great one. That's a good game too.
I
wish I knew where
Patchwork.
my games were. It should be on the shelf somewhere, but I reorganize it so much. Things move all the time. I don't know where things end up.
I think Patchwork is mine and Devin's most played 2-player game.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that one.
You play on BGA or you were playing in real life?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever we get together, we'll play that one. But I'll play Patchwork with my wife quite a bit.
Yeah.
She'll play it with me, but not super often, just because she just doesn't get it that much. So I beat her pretty bad most of the time on that game.
I see.
So with her, I play a Seven Wonders Duel a ton.
I was just going to ask between these 2.
There you go. Seven Wonders Duel, hands down.
Awesome. You played Targi?
Love that one. I have. I've played it once, but I honestly don't remember it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
See, I'm a patchwork more. I like Seven Wonders Duel. I think it's a very good game, but I prefer patchwork.
I love Duel. It's so brilliant. It's like you said about Uwe. It's just so tight. Like it's designed so tight.
Yeah,
Incredible.
It really is. I don't know. For Seven Wonders, for me, like it's just there's so many different ways to win, right? Like there's so many different strategies that you can go for, and it doesn't matter which one you go for as long as you're sticking to it. Like you should, like there's a way to win for all the ways to play. It's just a great game.
Yeah, Duel is brilliant game design. Like, oh, I could make a pun with my props around me. Textbook game design, as one might say. Yeah, this is my birthday gift to myself this year. Instead of a board game, was this book on tabletop game design.
Oh, nice. Are you gonna be making something?
No, I like the idea of it, but it's just such a gargantuan task to make a board game, you know? Because I think there was a time when I thought like, oh, you have a cool idea and you did it, like you made a game. It's like, oh, that's not even 5% of making a board game, you know?
Right.
In my head, I was like, well, here's an idea, it works. I have like a prototype. That is not. You haven't even scratched the surface of what it means to go from that to making a game. So.
Well, I kind of messed myself up here. I have to go to Fulton.
Oh, you're kidding me! What happened here? What gains 8? Let's see.
Because
I have
you got to drop all the way back.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's because I had an objective card.
Oh yeah.
And I had a 4, a 2, and a 1.
You had those exchange things though. Is it too late to go back? Couldn't you have used them or no?
Maybe. But that's my mistake. We're going to Fulton.
Shoot. I mean, if you can go back, of course, I wouldn't care at all. But
I don't think I can because I've already gone through the other steps, the substeps.
Okay.
I had committed at that point.
Yeah. Well, I did it. I feel less lonely now.
Dave, I have a quick question for you. On building D, where you remove the outlaw and gain the bonus, is that the goal or the dollars above their heads?
Yes, that's how much money you get.
So if I were to go to that space and take the 8, I get 8 money?
You get 8 money, yeah.
That seems pretty good.
It's really good, yeah. We're plopping outlaws all over the place.
Yeah.
And if you want to, the first outlaw before the 1 coin guy is you get one of those
exchange tokens. So. Okay.
It's more of like a, what do they call it? Like a
bad luck protection.
Yeah, right. It's basically valued 0, but if you really need one, yeah, it's there.
So Dave, who do you mainly play with?
I play a lot of games with my girlfriend Hannah. We have our favorites that we go to. She's so great about like just playing whatever, like I get a new game, she's like, oh, when are we gonna play? I'm like, oh, that's awesome,
Yeah, that is good.
She's very willing to try new games out. She plays the really heavy stuff. Teotihuacan, Feast Road, Maracaibo, Great Western Trail.
That's nice.
So, yeah, sure. She'll throw anything I throw at her. Yeah, I'm planning on it. Yeah, she's awesome. So mainly I play with her, and then I have a friend group, and my friend Gary has hundreds and hundreds of games. So oftentimes when we get together, we're all learning a new game for the first time. So
right,
that's where I get my exposure to new games, hot games. He's a big Kickstarter guy, so yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I am so lucky to have access to like as many games as I want, just from knowing people. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, I've been so lucky. He was a friend of a friend, and instantly we clicked, and we've been playing games together, on average once a week ever since. So, yeah, it's been awesome.
Now, most of those are in-person games that you're going to, or you're doing that once a week.
Yep. I don't do a lot of virtual gaming.
Yeah.
BGA with like strangers. But yeah, at the height of COVID, we were doing that more. But no, these days we're mostly back to normal.
Well, wait till one day you are at Dad's and Dice, and then you'll realize that virtual gaming is just way, way easier.
No, I'm sure. I get it. I'm not a dad, by the way. I don't know if I need to like hop off the stream right now. Or...
you are good.
I'm an imposter.
No,
I'm like getting on it. Like, wait, what if they don't know? Like, what if they don't know I'm not a dad?
Before kids, so my daughter, she'll be 2 in July, and Devin just had his daughter about a month ago now.
Yeah.
So before that, we were meeting up, probably once a week. We were meeting up on Saturdays or Sundays, and playing like a big long Feast Broden or Gloomhaven, kind of stuff, Jaws of the Lion, that kind of stuff.
Oh, geez. Okay.
And but since kids, it's bedtime is 7:00, and at that point, I can't leave my house.
Sure.
Which, saying that, Devin, we need to get that back to the table because I've been itching to get to play that one again.
A Feast Road?
No, Jaws of the Lion.
Oh yes, yeah. We're like 3/4 of the way through the campaign.
Yes.
That's the thing with campaign games and just the stage of our life, right? It's like what used to be we could crank out a campaign game in a month's time is now like 2 years.
I'm telling you, I stare at Pandemic Season 2 daily. It's still in the shrink wrap. And I'm just like, well, maybe Kirsten and I can just play it and see what happens. Like, then I'll replay it. I'm sure it's a good enough game for that. But, it's a lot more fun with more people.
Yeah, big group games are tricky to do. Legacy games, even more so. Campaign games, just it's like you were talking about with a band. I mean, it is that level of commitment. Like every week, we're gonna get together, and we're gonna play a big board game. It's like that. That's hard to pull off, especially when you have kids and families. My gosh.
Well, and that's what was I gonna say? I just complete. Oh, that's what we've set. Hey, this day every week, this is what we're doing. We're getting on, and we're just gonna commit to it. And we've been playing games pretty much since the beginning of the year. Just like, hey, every Friday, this is what we're doing. This is we'll knock out a couple hours or whatever. But it's the easiest way to get some type of socialization in.
Yeah. Virtual is so much easier. I mean, it's faster too.
Yes.
Like the game itself is so much faster. It's no setup, no teardown, no driving.
And that's nice. One thing Devin and I generally talk. Like it's so awesome with BGA here. Like,
yes,
it's literally all the little movements of stuff, readjusting everything, and it's just so nice to just click and then it's done.
Yeah, it's the total opposite of Tabletop Simulator, which is what we were all doing when COVID started, because BGA didn't have as many games.
Right.
And, oh my gosh, I mean, it adds so much time. Games you could do in an hour, it's easily 2 hours, because it's clicking and dragging and F and zoom. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm on a slow computer, too. That was a rough time.
Well, so I literally just bought a computer like at the beginning of the year, because I do everything on my phone. Like I can do everything on my phone. And if I ever needed a computer, it was work stuff. And I had a work computer, right? So like I did not need a personal computer. And since we started recording stuff and editing and all that, I was like, you know what, I'll buy a laptop. So we did our Wayfarers video.
Yeah.
And I had never used I think I've used Tabletop Simulator once. And Devin was just like, oh yeah, just click this button and that button. And I was like, wait, where is this stuff? And he was like, oh, you really haven't had a laptop before.
That's funny. Yeah, that blows my mind sometimes that people just don't have a not a PC, a personal computer, but like a computer to do their day-to-day stuff. Like Hannah's like that. She like doesn't have a computer to use. How do you do anything? Phone, iPad.
It's just my phone.
That's crazy to me. I can't imagine like even the smallest things, like I gotta have my computer. It's just so much faster.
I mean, yes, it is definitely way faster, and a lot of stuff is better on the computer, but I can get by for the most part just doing basic stuff, and yeah, it worked for me for years.
Huh.
And I tried to make it work even when we were recording stuff, but I realized that wasn't going to happen. So
I was gonna say, I mean, anything, video editing, recording, playing BGA on your phone, I've done that. It's not fun unless you're playing some kind of really light game.
Right.
Can't Stop. That's the one that I do all the time.
Which one?
Lunch
Can't
break.
Stop?
Yep, lunch break.
Have we talked about Can't Stop? I feel like we talked about this stuff. Can't Stop is infuriating. It's so. We must have talked about this. It's fun, but it's just so frustrating.
I agree. Paul loves the game. It is not one that's for me, right? It is infuriating.
And the worst one.
Go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say, for me, it's literally, I've got 10 minutes. I'm just gonna click. I like the adrenaline rush of just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
And it's done, right? It's just a super easy, and don't have to think about anything. Done.
Yep. That is a draw for sure. It's like a little bit of Vegas, like bop bop.
Yep.
Just keep hitting. Yeah, it's a fun one. Okay. Do I need to stop there? Sorry if you hear that buzzing. That's my cat feeder.
You have like an automatic cat feeder?
I do. There's no food in it. It's just spinning right now. All right. Can I make this happen? I think I can. I'm going to take over this. Oh, wait a minute. No, I can do this. Go here. Oh, this worked out great, actually. I forgot. Into the station. From last to first. Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Yes. Cruising on up. Let's get rid of... Oh gosh, I don't know. Maybe this one. Yes. Get rid of one of my station guys. Confirm. And then... get rid of hazard. We're getting money. I'm so used to talking through my turns. It's like...
You're good. Doesn't bother me.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, no, not at all. Devin, what's Lacey up to?
She went to the other room. She's been binging New Girl. So that's all that's been on our TV for the last month. And so I'm pretty sure, I say that, I'm pretty sure that's what she's still doing in there watching. Probably also feeding Luna. It's about that time. Although with a newborn, it's always about that time, right? Like it's either sleeping or feeding.
I upgraded the station. I get the victory points also, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just don't get the station master or whatever.
Right. Yep. You got it.
Wondering if it's worth it.
Well, at the end of the game, what is it? Every $5 is a point. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So your ratio there is good, but also that could be, converted to points
in another way.
Right.
Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
And there's objectives that one should have stations too.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do this one. That's not the one that I wanted. Hold on. I have to redo that. Sorry. Okay, we're going to go here. I'm going to move up. We are going to move my train to there. Confirm. I'll do this one. Yes, I do. And I'll do my auxiliary actions. I will get...
So I've been real bad on these auxiliary actions. I've just taken like one from each and had options and not been able to perform any doubles.
Oh boy.
So
yeah, you want to be able to double one of those. I'm looking at your board. Yeah. You haven't doubled any of them.
So that might be the play. Well, and then the last 2 times I went, right, I placed black, so I didn't really have the option to do it there.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Dave, you've got one cat or what?
I got 2 cats, Harry and Stella. They are not interested in hanging out with me right now, it seems. But
I mean,
actually,
that's cats in general.
no, well, actually, they're very, very clingy and affectionate, actually. I have 2 very cool, I got very lucky with these cats. They're awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, people come and meet them, and they're like, they're more like dogs than cats. Like, somebody comes to the door, they come running up. First thing I do is, like, come check out this new person, which is, I'm told, not usually what cats do.
Right.
Yeah, they're dope. All right, man, we the 3 of us, we kept just plopping down in the same buildings over and over. That's funny. Oh, man, do I want to do this? I don't have a choice. Build a building. Well, I don't know. Huh.
Paul, do you have star testing or any kind of testing going on, or is that all done?
We just finished this week.
Okay. Do you teach a grade that star test?
Yes, but I don't teach a tested subject. So they test in math and language arts, reading language arts.
Okay.
So I still have to give the test. It's just not a science test.
I've gotcha.
But I actually got pretty lucky this year. I had like the accommodated kids with accommodations.
Mm-hmm.
So I only had 8 kids in my classroom. And it was super nice. I mean, like, they literally just sat there and finished their test, and they just needed a quiet room, and they were all real good kids. So
that's good.
I got real lucky with that for sure. I'm sure Lacey was excited. She didn't have. Oh, I guess she's been doing kindergarten lately anyway, so it doesn't matter.
What for? What? Oh, yeah. So she switched from 3rd grade to kindergarten 6 years ago.
Oh wow, it's been a while.
And yeah, the biggest advantage for her is that 3rd grade was a testing grade, and of course they don't test kindergartners, so
Nice.
she's all for that.
So Dave, do you guys do some type of state testing or something up there?
Not for music, no. We have our PSSAs, so we got through the 2 weeks of that, but that doesn't really affect me at all.
You don't have to give tests or that kind of stuff?
I'm sorry?
You don't have to be like a test administrator or whatnot?
No. Every year they make us do the training for it, like how to proctor these tests.
Right.
And then we never do, so.
I guess in the elementary, like, I don't know what grades test up there, but at least here in Texas, it's 3 and up, 3rd and up.
Yeah,
so
same.
I'm assuming you still have kinder through 2nd grade classes that you'd have to teach.
So I actually still teach everybody. They just rearrange the schedule so that kids still have their specials. Yeah, which is kind of what they should do. I subbed at a school for a semester where when PSAs came around, I just didn't really do anything. I was proctoring, I guess, here and there, but I was like hallway monitor, basically. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense the way they do it now.
Look at us all like just following each other around.
I know, this is crazy. This is so weird. I've never seen it like that. We just keep clumping in the same places.
Yeah. It's I think it's really the way the buildings fell, right? Like it's just the order that makes sense.
Yeah, we're all skipping the same ones, you're right, and then we just keep hitting those really
important ones. Question real quick. My cards that I have, has it already told me what my income is or not yet? Does it tell me that when I reach 5?
No, you should know by 4, but you should also be able to somewhat calculate it, right?
Well, okay. I was just wondering if the number that's showing, if that's what I have.
That's what you have, yeah. Well, it depends where you're looking. Yeah, there's a hand with cards in the does not equal sign, and that's your value. And if you minimize that bottom bar, that number is that same value. So
that's what that is.
Does that help? Yeah. And for the longest time, I didn't know what that meant. I thought it was the number of cards in my hand. I was like, I can't be right.
I
That's what that icon.
Okay. Okay, let me let's try this here. Okay, good. That's what I needed. I think, where can I make it to?
13.
Oh, thank goodness. That is literally what I needed, because I have gone to every other city before that except for
Kansas City.
So,
Yeah.
perfect.
That's the risk of speeding through. Is you keep going so many times, at some point it's like, oh my gosh, I have to hit that highest number or else I go to zero.
Sent way back.
Yeah,
I realize that now.
So I think I'm going to use an exchange token. Actually, I know I'm going to use an exchange token. Because I only have one card left in my deck, and it is my 4-cal. And so, yeah, we'll do that. We will go here.
I think I got to start thinning out my deck.
Oh, you can't start now. It's too late. That's how I feel. I feel like it's always, you have to invest in that real early, but...
Let's see, how much more do we have here of the game?
Not much.
Are we?
Not
okay,
much.
Yeah, there's a couple more rounds.
Yep.
And so I am going to New York. I have to pay $6.
You are. Wow.
I'm going all the way to New York. I used 2 certificates. I had 16.
Well done. That's incredible. You had 16 just with cards?
Yeah.
Oh my word.
It's the advantage of slaughtering so many cattle, I guess.
No, you're right. You're right. That worked out really well. I'm going to go ahead and exchange as well, because I'd like to get to 12 Toledo, and right now I can't. I know I can't. So, well, 2 cards. Yes. Oh boy. I liked it.
I was going to say, that was either good or real bad.
Yeah. It's really good. Okay, I am going to... Well, wait till you guys see this. Sure. What am I doing wrong? Here we go.
Geez, I can't believe you made it to New York. That's a real good play.
I thought so. It worked out I had only 2 matching cattle, so I used my exchange to get rid of it. I knew my 4 was the only thing in my deck, so it worked out really well.
So I went, Kristen has a computer chair in the guest room.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was editing one of our videos or whatever, I sit so terribly every time that we record. I'm like always down here. And so like watching these videos, I'm like, man, I really need to work on that. So today I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get Kirsten's chair. I'm going to roll it in here. And I'm going to try my hardest to actually sit like a normal human.
Yeah.
And I've caught myself so many times just slouched down.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm alternating between way back here, and then I'll catch myself, and I'm like, straight. Board gamer's posture, man. It's bad. This will be our last time through.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think guaranteed, yeah.
Okay, well that makes
it count.
My decision a little bit harder.
Does that anything?
What am I going to do? So I'm really kind of torn here between removing 2 cards, which might help me, might not, or moving up my engine, which I guess actually that's probably the better move.
I was going to say, getting them, ditching cards from your hand, are you even going to make it through your deck into the game?
Right.
I do need to exchange some cards. So, but there's other ways to do that. So we'll go there. Okay. Let's do this. Trying to get victory points here.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of what the point of the game we're at.
Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Is this a white spot or a black spot? Oh, that's a white spot. Okay. All right, I'm going to end my turn. All right, Devin.
Okay, so to me it makes sense to just go to this first space here and get the objective of having a place in New York.
Oh yeah, smart.
To me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, so I'm going to pick that one. Yeah, and we'll just go into the area and upgrade. Okay, yeah. And then I just upgraded at the station. Figured get those extra points.
Very nice.
Good move.
Come on down here. I'll do this first. Into here. And we'll upgrade it. Do I not have any employees? That cannot be true. Do I not? Wait a minute.
Oh, you do not.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Wait. Crap. Okay. Now, hold on a second. That's not good. Darn it. I have no employees. That's crazy. Wow. All right. Well, we'll go with plan B. I can't believe it. Take this guy. And then double auxiliary. How do I employ a person? All right, and discard, and discard. Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can do the. Oh, it's just a single action.
Yeah, if it's someone else's spot or a hazard, it's just a single. It stinks.
Okay. Let's go here. Let's get me some cattle.
I'm gonna go get some water. Be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know what is best for me. I thought I had more workers than this, but I don't. The blue one gives me victory points.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, turn.
Okay, I am just moving one more space.
There you go.
Discard
You're just gonna slow play it here?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the kitty.
Here's one.
I'm gonna discard a white and buy one of the purple cattle. There we go.
Buying a purple cattle.
Yeah.
Nice.
How are you doing this?
How is this legal?
It's at the top of my screen and I click it. I don't know. That's it.
It's highlighting green.
Yeah.
You can do this. You can make this action.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it.
I've tried all game to get a purple, and I can't.
I've got all the money. I just don't have any cowboys to get.
Oh yeah, you need the cowboy to do it.
You need. I wish those were in a different order.
You need a worker for everything, right? To advance.
I can't believe. No, this is it's brutal. I'm in a rough spot. So I could buy a level 4 cow, but is it worth stopping there to do that? Probably. Maybe not. That's 5 points. Probably makes sense. Sure.
Victory points, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. It's a lot of money, though. But BGA, man, makes it so easy. It was. That turn would have taken so long in person, just that.
So on this building G, the neutral ones, I can do both actions, right? Or just one of them?
Building
I'm not sure when we're looking.
Yes, you would do both. You would move your train and then do the double auxiliary.
Perfect.
Don't you dare.
Sorry, Dave.
You're kidding me. No. Paul, how could you do this?
Sorry, buddy.
That's all right. I showed my hand a little early there.
Well,
The two certificates. That's such a huge deal.
Yeah, it is. Plus, he has the free one, right? So that's 3 certificates just there.
Oh man, that's a game changer. Yeah, didn't have any employees. That was a bad move.
I mean, that was kind of the move that I was going to, and when I saw you go there, I was a little upset that I didn't zoom through this time.
Paul, are you always blue? I noticed that must be a preference you have on BGA.
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm always blue. So,
okay.
So Hannah and I joke because we play with other people, and she's like, I get out of the game, and I'm like, all right, everyone pick your colors. And, someone's like, oh, do you care what color? I was like, oh, I don't care. And she's like, he needs to be blue. Because I'll just make mistakes, I'll go move the blue meeple, and it's just a disaster. So
honestly, I like
a curveball here.
Purple is my favorite one.
Yeah.
But a lot of games don't have a purple meeple.
Okay.
So my second is blue.
Does BGA give you 2 preferences?
I think it does.
It's crazy. How comes your second preference trumps my first preference? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I don't know.
I've got an angry email.
Probably because I started it.
Oh, you started the game?
Like the host gets preference?
That would make sense.
That makes sense, sure.
Is white your second?
Me? No, I don't think I have a second. No, I'm just always blue.
I think you can have a second. And then there's Devin with terrible yellow.
Yeah, I
terrible yellow.
And just get
what yellow.
Just get what I'm given.
Endorsed one. No reason, just.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't have a preference established.
Devin would get the black one if he could, I think.
That's probably true. Guess we're just gonna do this. There we go. Okay. I'm just kind of slowly walking along my last time along the trail, taking my time.
Just enjoying it.
I actually may not make it to Kansas City, but I'll try and collect points along the way.
Enjoying the stops on the way there.
Yeah.
So if I do this, getting 3 points, still worth it. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting about this. You actually are blocking me from that station, though. So.
Yes, yeah. Him being in it was real bad for you.
Yeah, I forgot about that because I thought, well, I can still get my 3 points, but I can't. So, yeah, that really throws me for a loop. Well, yeah, boy, I don't like it at all.
I'm in a bad place too, so.
Yeah. Take a quick peek here, see what I can do. I think I've got it. All right. Yeah, let's skip that.
Thank you for the money.
You're welcome.
I need exchange tokens.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where I can go. Never mind. Okay, let's go here. Get me some money. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna, keep moving one space at a time. Oh.
You can't tell me you're gonna buy another purple.
No, I realize I don't have a black cattle. Oh, that's so disappointing.
Did you slaughter it?
Well, no. I have 3 in my deck, and I was banking on that 2 coins to buy a 4.
Right.
Well, this, so let me see. We'll get rid of this guy, and we will hire. There's not really many that I still need.
So, Dave, how long have you and Hannah been together?
We've been together for maybe going on about 2 years now.
Oh, okay. How'd y'all meet?
Yeah. We've known each other for a long time. We go way back, but didn't really connect till around COVID times.
Oh, okay.
So Yeah, we kind of connected through. Do you know Age of Empires, the PC game?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was what's the word? Like absolutely fundamental to like who I am as a person. I was like playing Age of Empires growing up. And so her and her brother also played Age of Empires growing up, and my sister and my brother and I all did. So we, like, during COVID, would do these, like, not LAN parties, obviously, but these, like, you know, multiplayer games of Age of Empires.
Yeah.
And we'd, like, FaceTime while we did. So it'd be, like, me and my sister versus Hannah and her brother, and then, like, me and Hannah versus, you know, her bro and my sister. It was all kinds of, you know. And, yeah, that was just a cool way for us to connect and, you know, talk and play this game. And, yeah, and then from there, we, like, started playing board games together, which was really cool because, you know, she played like Risk and stuff. But yeah, I taught her a couple games. She loved Stone Age. We used to play Stone Age a bunch. And yeah, so board games, you know, really brought us together in a way. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's been great. She hasn't been in any videos yet, but I think somewhere down the road we'll get her in a video here.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of
we've
fun.
We've convinced my wife to be in a couple of them. We've got some where she'll show up on there, and trying to convince Devin's wife to get in a couple of them.
Yeah,
it's a hard sell sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
All right. So this is probably the last time I'm going through. So let's just go ham.
I think so.
We got 14. So Toledo makes more sense for me, which is kind of weird. I can get 3 points by doing this one. Yes. Here we go. And all right. Cool.
All right. I guess I could do some auxiliary actions, couldn't I?
No, always do that.
Well, this is your last.
This is my last turn.
No. Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
No, it's not.
I got way ahead of myself.
Okay. I was gonna say, well then.
Sorry about that.
What could I do here? Yeah, let's do this. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to stack my deck a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Stack my hand a little bit better.
I understand.
Well, that's pretty cool that you guys both were kind of into the hobby beforehand.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of rare.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like I said, she wasn't like a modern gamer, but your standards Risk was a big one for her family. It sounds like, which kind of as far as board games go, it's no like, her cheesy or
yeah.
Sorry.
So, yeah. You got your area control, dudes on a map thing going on. I'm stumped with this game. All right, I think I'm going to go here. Take this objective card. I think I've got it. Maybe.
You know what I like about this on Board Game Arena compared to some other games is that it's not giving us our score as we go, right? Because sometimes like you see that and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm 20 points behind and we're going into the end of the game. Like I have no chance, right? Whereas this, it's like, honestly, I'm like kind of looking at my board, seeing what I played, seeing what y'all played, and I'm like, it's gonna be close, I think.
I was just about to ask, who any feeling about who's in the lead or who's got this in the bag?
I really don't know.
I've got a question real quick.
Yeah.
If I go to Kansas City now, I get that token, right? The token on the worker row?
Yes.
Oh, right. Yes. Well, unless, see that third column? Unless you put an outlaw on, you don't have to trigger the game end. Right? You put one employee down and then, so. But if you trigger the game end, you get 2 points and then you don't get any more turns. So it's.
So I really want to go to building F because I want to stack my hand, but I don't know what Devin's doing here. So I feel like Devin, I'm not sure if he wants to end the game.
Yeah,
I don't
who knows?
know.
Who knows?
I think Devin's in the lead right now.
Okay.
But I mean, you do have 22 coins, so like you're, and you have quite a few station masters. You have two of them. I guess I have two of them also. I don't know. I don't know where we stand.
Go with your gut. I mean, the thing is, right? You would think of it this way: if you think I'm in the lead, I don't know, but if you think I'm in the lead, wouldn't you want to stack your hand more to get more points in the end? I'm not trying to sway you at all, right? Because if you trigger the end of the game and you think I'm in the lead, then you're saying, oh, well, let's just end this and Devin will win. I don't know.
True.
I think, honestly, it's very even. I keep, like, scrolling down, seeing what y'all got, seeing what y'all got out there.
I think I can make it to New York, but I'm not sure. I think I can make it. Actually, I know I can make it to New York.
I was going to say you think.
I know I can make it. So,
there we go.
So we're just going to trigger the end of the game.
Okay, all there right. It is.
That's a big move. That's a 9-point move.
Honestly, I really wanted you to not trigger the end of the game, but...
Wait, hold on. It's telling me that I can only go at Kansas City.
No.
It says I have 13.
Wait a minute.
You know how to add it up, right there, Paul?
I think so.
Because you really...
Okay, so...
You really hurt me with this move.
I have 22 coins. My cows added up to, I had a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1.
Well, look, Paul, Dave told us that it calculates that for you.
Yes, you're right.
The duplicate doesn't match, so you're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're at 13, yep.
Okay, hold on then. I'm not triggering the end of the game.
I think you've done it, right?
Oh, no, I can go back.
Oh, I'm glad it lets you go back.
Wow.
That would have been such a harsh move to go from getting 9 points to losing 6 would have been catastrophic.
Yes.
Okay.
As your last move.
That is what I needed.
There you go. Good.
Oh my goodness. I think that's what I needed. I actually don't know now because apparently I don't know how to score anything. So that's literally the last thing I can do. So we'll see.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, duplicates don't count. If you just remember that, you're set. You're golden.
All the hazards are worth 2 points, right? Oh no, some are worth 4?
Yeah, 2 to 4.
Oh, well, I definitely want to take the 4 then, right? Makes sense. I've honestly just kind of haphazardly been picking them, so I probably should have paid attention to that sooner, but that's okay.
Oh my.
Let me see which ones I've taken.
Oh.
I'm so glad we're not recording my screen because I could have done something way better with what I just did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I don't have to say it. No one will ever see my screen.
No judgments. Who cares? All right. I think my best move is going 1, 2, 3. Probably coming up here. And buying cow. Yeah. I think so.
Dave, I'm impressed. You have done so much this game with having few workers. You've bounced between one worker, no worker, one worker, no worker.
One worker?
No, I was saying you.
Employee. Yeah.
Sorry, employee.
Sorry.
My bad.
No. You made perfect sense. I was totally lost. Yeah, that's not how I usually play, but it's just a disaster. The hiring market these days, no one wants to work, is what they say.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at you, Devin. Holy smokes, you got tons of employees.
I do. Here's the thing. I got a lot of employees planning to take this second station, and then I skipped right past it, forgetting that was my plan. So, I know.
And I was just looking for that one. I thought somebody had taken that. Yeah, that's a good one.
And I was 1 away from going to New York again.
Oh, really?
That is such a shame. That's okay. Now, Philadelphia is still worth 6 points by itself, right? That's what the little icon on the right is.
Right.
Okay.
But Pittsburgh is worth 8 points for you because you'd be linking it to Toledo. So.
Oh, yes, I see that. Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, weird the way that works.
Yeah.
That is one thing with this. I feel like this is such a big board. I mean, I don't know how it is, in real life if it takes up a bunch of table space, but all the symbols here are pretty small. You really have to pay attention to them.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Last move, I think I just need to build something and try to get a few points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip to there. I don't think I'm missing anything obvious.
You gave me the 2 coins I needed to get 25.
Yikes. Oh man, you do have so much money. All right, and we're building, and it's telling me I can build either a level 1 building or upgrade, of course, my 3 to a 4, which will give me, either way, gives me 1 point. So my next consideration, can I block somebody or put something in your path? I probably could, although, who's going? I guess, Paul, you're going and then it's over.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, well, let me stick a little something in your way here.
Appreciate it.
Yep. There you go.
What does that do? That pays you. I mean, honestly, I think
You've got money to spare. I'm not too. I think you're fine. What is this now? You have objective cards in your deck and must now select which to activate.
Oh, okay. So on here.
Why am I doing that? Wow, that's odd.
That was the end of the game. That was your last turn because I triggered it, so we all had one more turn.
Oh, Paul, you triggered it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I triggered it.
I see.
So now we can select if you want to activate them or not. I don't know why you would.
If you've done it, you would, right? Just to confirm, it's whenever it's up and highlighted, I have it activated.
I think so.
But
yes.
I think the objectives that you've done are the ones that have the green around it.
Yes, and if it's over where it says objectives, those are ones you've already committed to. So it's just the ones in your deck that you have an option of playing them or not playing them.
Right.
That's all. It's also
but that doesn't mean that you completed, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Wait, it's still for the victory points, right? We're confirming that.
Yeah.
If you've done it.
Right. And I need to double check something quick.
I'm doing none.
Will they let me double check that? Yeah. Yeah, the one in my deck isn't highlighting green, so I need to just make sure I have it, but I'm almost sure I do, so I'll just confirm. Oh, it's red. No, it's green. Okay. It flipped at the last second. I was like, wait, I thought I had it. I guess you could just trust PGA to do it. Okay. Right, because it has like the auto.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so here we go.
Scoring. Here it is, people.
See.
All right, money.
Oh,
we
money
bags,
a little
5
score
points.
pad. I like this.
Oh, this is the best part. I love this.
Oh man, Devin.
It's going so fast though.
Yeah, it is.
Boy.
Oh.
Yellow's looking good. Oh
wow.
my God.
Look at that.
Wow.
That was
unbelievable.
Way closer than I thought.
Wow, look how close that game was.
I can't believe how close. 3-point difference. Wow. Holy smokes.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
No way. That was wild.
That was. Okay,
Good
well,
stuff.
hey,
I can't believe that.
That was a blast. Thank you so much, Dave, for joining us. Everybody, please go check out his channel. Go subscribe to him. Give him those comments. Give him those likes. Everything helps his channel grow. He really does deserve it. He's a great guy and puts out great content, and we really appreciate having you.
Thanks so much, guys. That was awesome. That was a ton of fun. That was really, really great.
Yes,
really
it was fun. We will definitely have to do this again.
Yes, please. I'd love it.
That's all I've got, guys. We will be linking a Afterthoughts where we kind of have a talk about what we think of Great Western Trail, what we think of this session, and all that. please check that video out too. That's all we have. Thanks. See ya.